Thinking about selling your home in 2021? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to be breaking down the home selling process in this next video.
I'm a bear. Me too.
Buy first or sell first?
Hot market.
Hey, what's up guys? Caroline Ann.
Maddie with a new haircut and a special hat.
In the city of Irvine. So it's 2021 and you're hearing that the market is absolutely bonkers, where buyers are naming their firstborn after the seller just to get offers accepted. And you're a seller, and for the last couple months you've been contemplating, should I sell my home and is this the right time? So you should be watching this video if you know for sure that you want to sell your home and you know what your why is. Maddie, what's the why?
I don't know.
The why is why you want to sell. Something in your life, there's a life circumstance, a life event has happened that's caused you to sell. So let's go over a couple examples of why someone would want to sell. Retirement, downsizing because their kids probably are off in college, death, a divorce, legal issues, court order, perhaps finances. There might be a BK on the horizon.
School district.
School district, that's a good one. People love, school district is very important to them, and you might not be in that high school, so you need to sell your home in order to get into that high school. Or you know that selling your home right now is going to be more advantageous for you rather than next year, and you don't want to leave money on the table. What else is another reason? Cash out. Or
Catch-22.
A catch-22. Interest rates are really low at this time, and you saw this amazing house, but you got to sell this one in order to buy. So in this next video, if you're a seller, we are going to be going over the steps on the home selling timeline.
See you later. Bye.
Step 1.
Know your market's buying power.
That's right. Know your market's buying power. So in one of our past videos, we gave you guys a tutorial on what the buying power is. So what is the buying power? The buying power basically gives you an indication of where comps are at and where prices are trending. So do this also with your sellers, because you want to know if buyers are bidding up in your market or if they're bidding down. And this is going to help you guys with your pricing strategy.
Yay.
Step 2.
Comp analysis.
A comp analysis and a broker price opinion. So your agent should by now share with you what comps look like. Typically that look like the subject property within a 1 mile radius. If you can't find enough comps, you can stretch it out beyond a 1 mile radius. You should also not only have closed comps, but he or she should be giving you an idea of what all the pending current homes actively under contract are also pending at right now, since the market in 2021 is moving faster than what appraisers can appraise them for just due to the lack of inventory. So instead of us talking about a comp analysis and broker price opinion, we're actually going to go ahead and share our screen with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start by sharing my screen with you guys and showing you a sample broker price opinion and comp analysis. So typically when I work with my sellers, I actually love doing this live. If their subject property, like let's take this one in the city of Irvine, this would be their subject property over here. And I love the fact that on these reds, these are all sold. So I can actually click and show in real time, like what these homes around them look like. And then you can click also on the actual homes over here, like 23 Candlewood, and you can see what the photos of these homes look like. That way my sellers have a good idea what other comps sold for. So in addition to a live interface, I also like to go over real life comps. This is another one out in San Jose. So a comp analysis will typically look like this. Your agent should give you like a bunch of sold listings and then the dates that are reflected. So in this case, you know that these closed recently in 2020 and 2021, the square footages, the types, and then the price. And at last you get the price per square foot. So they should give you a comp analysis of all the homes that sold in the area. In addition to that, they should also give you an idea of what the pending comps look like, which are right over here. And then last, I like to do like what I call a broker price opinion, where I kind of, summarize everything together. So we're going to go over market price, target price, a listed price. And then I kind of put my blurb and my opinions on all of the facts. And before I see the inside, I give them a range. Like, I believe this home is worth 1.350 to 1.399, depending on the condition of the inside. So a live interface, the comp analysis, and then finally the broker price opinion. Step number 3.
Pricing strategy.
Pricing strategy. So there's 3 parts to a pricing strategy. Hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. There's going to be market price. Market price is what an appraiser would appraise the property for. It's what comps are selling out. And then B, target price. Target price is basically the seller's bottom line net price, what they want to take home after all commissions are paid off, their mortgage balance is paid off, and then closing costs are paid off. And then lastly, C, the listed price. Now the listed price is going to depend on your strategy. Most of the times we like to tell our sellers to actually go below what their target price is, because the market is smart. They're going to already figure it out. And I'd rather have the price slightly lower to drive a lot of people to your property so we can actually drive the price up. So step 3 would be pricing strategy. Step 4.
Seller net proceeds.
So seller net proceeds. So what is the seller net proceeds? It's basically the net bottom line price that the seller is going to walk away with after his or her mortgage balance is paid off, if any, commissions and closing costs. Basically, at the end of the day, what you're going to come home with in your pocket. Very important that you do this with your seller, and I'm going to start by sharing my screen with you and give you a sample seller net proceeds sheet. Okay, so let's go ahead and share with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys what a sample seller net proceeds look like. So let's just take that same property in San Jose. Something like this, your agent should share with you, and an escrow company is going to write this up, a total consideration. For example, we quoted him, we think that the home can sell for 1.35 million. The agent's brokerage's commissions would be stated over here. And then, like your natural hazard reports, title insurance, the wire fees, messenger fees, you can't forget the transfer tax. This is City of San Jose, and then escrow fees and some miscellaneous fees. Now, this particular seller had no mortgage balance, so there was no mortgage payoff to a bank. And so the net proceeds at the end of the day for this client would be, 1.2 mil because there was no big payoff. So this gives you a general idea. Let me show you another property out in Hacienda Heights. Let's just say over here, we felt like the home would sell for $660, and he had a loan balance of, $94,000. And so same fees, county taxes, commissions, all of that. And then, for termite fees, home warranty, all of the fees estimated, and the net proceeds over here was $533,000. So that's just giving you guys a general idea, basically, of what a seller net proceeds sheet should look like. Step 5.
Improvements to the property.
Improvements to the property. So this is really about ROI. You have to take a look at your home at the end of the day and say, is my home in really old condition? Like, do I need to change out the kitchen cabinets and resurface them? And if so, how much is that going to cost me? Is it going to be north of $5,000? And will it fetch me $10,000 more in my price? Do I need to upgrade my floors? Do I need to rip out the carpets? Do I need to put a coat of paint on? Once again, you have to look at your return on investment, sit with your agent and figure out, is it worth it for me to make these changes? How long will the timeline take? And if I do so, will I get a return on my money and will it sell for a higher price? Step 6, staging. So to my sellers who always argue with me that you don't want to stage the home, chances are I am going to make you stage the home, and we could talk about costs. Statistically, the reason why we do these things is because staged homes sell faster, and also you get more return on your money when you stage a house. Let's just say you have a house dripping in gold Versace and you think it looks fabulous. chances are the majority of buyers aren't gonna think it looks fabulous. And even though it's really easy to change the decor out, they're not gonna be able to see past that and see the true beauty of your home. So, you know, the goal of staging really is for us to drive the most amount of potential buyers to your home. And a really good stager is gonna be inexpensive and they're not gonna do much. They're gonna work with what they have. So sellers, yes, let's go ahead and stage the home. Step 7, the home inspection, the termite inspection, and then seller disclosures. So some agents do this, some don't. I work a little differently. My sellers, I am gonna make you do a home inspection and a termite inspection, and then the seller disclosures, we're gonna have them all prepped ahead of time before we put this home on the market. Why? I do this because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1, it helps my sellers know the condition that their home is in. So they know ahead of time if they have work that they have to repair. It helps them budget, gives them an idea of what they're gonna go into escrow at, or if they should do these repairs ahead of time. And second, for the buyer, what this achieves is that if I have a cash offer or cash buyer right there on the spot, and they're ready to put a cash offer in, close in 10 days and remove all contingencies, they can't complain that I didn't give them all disclosures and the reports ahead of time. They can read through these reports, and a savvy buyer will make me a cash offer, remove all contingencies before they go into escrow. So sellers, I will make you do a home inspection, a termite inspection, and then we'll fill out all the seller disclosures ahead of time. Step 8, your database of buyers. So to my sellers, when you're looking for a strong listing agent, a good one should have a network of buyers and brokers that they've been working with over the last several years. And why is it really important that they have this deep network? Because once you get the listing, you want to start creating a little bit of buzz about the property, perhaps bring your VIP buyers in so they can start getting ready to make offers on the home. Second, you want to start calling this database of buyers up. Why? Because you want to create an audience, that kind of nightclub effect around your house while you're adhering to COVID guidelines. Remember, in this market, more buyers means more demand means more offers. And when you have more demand and more offers, guess what's going to happen to your seller's price point? Yep, it's going to go up. It's also going to help you achieve multiple offers and start removing contingencies. That way you minimize the hassle for your seller. Step 9, marketing. So as a seller, you kind of have to sit back and ask yourself, like, all right, does my home, is it in a luxury market? And perhaps I want to remain incognito and I want to keep my home's identity kind of more private because this is a luxury home. So does the listing agent that I choose, do they have a network of buyers and brokers that are heavy in the market that own yachts and planes? And can they sell my home without using the MLS or Zillow? If your property maybe is in a market that has a heavy Latin demographic, like does my agent have a network of Latin brokers, or are they familiar with the Spanish, channel and media? Or if you're in a market like mine, like Hacienda Heights or Irvine or Fullerton, where there's a heavy Asian demographic, does my listing agent have a huge network and access to WeChat where they can advertise my home overseas and really concentrate on that heavy overseas market, or Radio Korea, or even the Korean newspaper? So as a seller, those are a couple things that you want to think about. Can my agent go beyond regular outlets of advertising? So step 10, run an ARBID. The whole point of running an ARBID is to basically sell the home out in one day. So what is an ARBID? I know for those of you guys who have been watching my videos, you've been seeing some of the ARBIDs that I run and how we run these open houses. We've been talking about what an ARBID is. Think of an ARBID basically as a 1 to 3 hour tour of homes. Before COVID, they used to take 1 hour and we would bring in all of our buyers within a 1 hour time frame. And there'd be like 70 to 100 people outside of the house. And then we basically sell it out in 1 hour. After COVID, a lot of things changed, and we've been running them more like in 3 hours, because basically every single person that comes to the home or group, you can only have like 3 people in within a 15 to 30 minute time frame. So post COVID, you need to adhere to the guidelines, but we still sell these homes out very quickly. And the whole point of this, why do we do this? Because our sellers hate open houses. I hate them, my seller hates them. Why? Because I think they're ineffective. I mean, what's the point of having a 4-hour open house and you're bringing in one buyer at a time? That doesn't do anything to sell the home. So run an ARBID. Like I said, bring in all of your database of buyers, your cash buyers, your network of buyers in within that small time frame. And then afterwards, you have to set boundaries and deadlines. So make your offers all due, let's just say Monday at 12 p.m. That way, from 12 to 6 p.m., you can review all of the offers, have them ready for your seller on Tuesday morning. One of the skill sets of a strong listing agent, you should also have a backup offer. In one of my next videos, I'm also going to do one where we actually talk about tips for our sellers in a multiple offer situation. Like if you're a seller and you get 20 offers on your home, how do you start choosing that home and how do we present these things to you? Stay tuned because after this segment, I'm actually going to show you a couple of the ARBIDs that we run. So those videos were fun. Wasn't it great watching those ARBIDs? Remember, the importance of running these ARBIDs, it's not only just to sell out the home in one day, but it's also to remove as many contingencies as you possibly can for your seller. That way, when you open escrow, your seller has zero hassle and they can have peace of mind so they can go out and shop for another property or know that this escrow is not gonna fall apart. So I hope this video was educational for you guys. I hope it was informative. If you need to reach out to me, any questions, my contact information is at the end. And see you guys
next week. Bye. Cut. If you want to sell your home for top dollar, call my mom and start packing.